This game is truly accomplishing something. There's a lot of unfair opinions of the issues about the game, and a lot of people just going like, oh, this is my review. I've never played an MMO before, but I have like 30,000 subscribers on YouTube, so I know what an MMO, what a video game should be. So I think the game is garbage, it's trash because this and that, and so on and so forth. It don't make any sense. I literally saw YouTube review from someone who was like level 6 or something like that, and it was like a big like PC gamer sort of. It wasn't PC gamer, but it was sort of like a site like that. It's like they had at level 7 just review the game, right? Like a PvE or something like that. There's a lot of unfair reviews about this game. The game is fantastic. It's overcoming all the technical issues. He's managing a lot of stress in the servers, and it does it with beautiful graphics and a beautiful setting. The major gripe about this game, the major issue, look at that. Is that guy an actual NPC, or is that guy like... Are there NPCs here? There are no NPCs here. This guy is RP walking like me. The major issue about this game is that there is no lore. Well, there is, but it is like hidden somewhere in these little dialogues and these little documents all scattered around the area. You literally come into a new world, into a new situation, you're shipwrecked, there's nothing, you know nothing. There's so much information about the systems, so much information about PvP, there's all these Twitch streamers and whatnot, but there is no lore. And at the heart of it, mmoRPG players play mmoRPGs because they want a little bit of RPG, role-playing game. And role-playing does not mean that you're gonna like go on the mic or like type ERP on like the inns of the cities or anything. What it means is that you're playing a role within a game. You're playing, it's usually the class system. You're a healer, you're a warrior, you're something, and usually there's a strong fantasy narrative attached to it. There's an a huge evil threatening whatever world, or this evil demon god just stole the souls of everyone and now is trying to make a go into that dimension. You know, Final Fantasy XIV is just bringing such an amazing lore. Like, it's cosmological, it's about life and death, it's about all of these items, gods and divinities, and the god, the ultimate questions in life. For me personally, this is why I play these games. I am a paladin and I am looking for the Mistress of the Light, especially since I do some real-life research in the mythologies and scientific theories and theology and all these things. But in any case, what I like to see about these games is how they explain the world, how they explain magic, how they explain the light. You know, if somebody one of those PvEers, just people who play like Fallout or like you know, other types of games, they come into this game and they go into that little church over there and they're gonna ask themselves, what is the light? Where does it come from? What, even despite that there is real research about light and people having these extreme experiences just meeting beings on light and whatnot, which I do speak about it in this channel, and it's sort of what I speak about. New World thinks that you know what light is. New World wants you to just go in there and be like, oh yeah, the light, of course, the spark, whatever. It puts no effort into explaining how does the light works in its world. I'm gonna make a video about the light further on. But the biggest issue about this game, as I see it, and as many, you know, a lot of people are picking on it. A lot of people don't even notice, but subconsciously they are like, why am I grinding? Why am I doing all these things? Subconsciously, they like to have this epic narrative attached to them. This is why the epic narrative has existed all throughout human history, because it has a purpose. People don't realize this, but it has a purpose. The narratives that we live in our lives, the narrative that we have, even though they're mythological, they're whatever, they have a purpose. People don't usually see it. So, will the lore in this game get better? People say, oh, the quests, they are trash, they are repetitive, and so on and so forth. The game does a very good job into bringing in a new mechanic. The game does something amazing. It tries to bring a new way of delivering a story into the world. Because, as I've been saying, this game is very influenced by classic World of Warcraft, Vanilla World of Warcraft. The game switched into an MMO like the month when World of Warcraft Classic came out, and it broke all the records on Twitch and whatnot, and you know, Amazon people said, screw making a survival game, let's make an MMO, that's where the money's at. So it seems like they sort of put everything together and they try to make like a generic MMO, but it has a lot of potential. So what they did is they made it in a way so that all these new colonizer players who are playing Marauders usually, you know, just go into the game, just do their crafting, just do their questing, and they don't really care about the lore. They can go through the whole game without reading about the lore, without knowing a thing about the lore, and it doesn't even matter. Unlike games like Final Fantasy, where the lore is the game. It doesn't really matter for New World, but they knew that there were some people who were going to be interested in it. So what they did is they made it optional for you to know the lore. So you can go throughout all these zones where they make you do the Radiant quest, these repeatable quests, and you will find documents and all these things where you will learn bits and pieces about the story in Eternum. So will the lore in this game get better any time? I think yes. I am very optimistic that it will get better. Why? Because a lot of people are noticing it. Why? Because they're building a foundation. There is a foundation for lore in this game. The whole age of exploration, the whole Fountain of Youth, trying to find this mysterious island lost in the middle of the Atlantic. And you know, they can play with, and they are playing with a lot of interesting themes. You see the ancients and all of that. They have, they can, what I saw they wanted to do is put real life stories and mythologies into the game. They can work with Egypt, they can work with Atlantis, they can work with all these ancient. Who are the ancients? I'm interested to know where they're gonna take this. So these ancients are huge in real life mythologies in Egypt. All these mysteries are still lingering, and there's a lot of research, current research about it, new documents being found. So they have all of that lore to play with. And if you think about MMO releases like Elder Scrolls Online or even Final Fantasy XIV, when they came out, they were absolutely atrocious. They had to rework a lot of things about their lores, and as soon as the first expansions came out, the lore improved dramatically. And they built upon that basis of lore. So what they're doing right now is setting a foundation of the lore. You are in this strange island where people seem to not die or come back to life. Some call it a paradise, like the Covenant. Some call it hell. What is it really? Perhaps, as I said, I have a little bit of a theory on my own. I think we all died and came into another sort of dimension, sort of like Lost, something like that. But in any case, they're building that foundation and they will improve on it. So yeah, I really am very positive that the lore will improve. They will keep working on the game because they have put so much into it already. I think they just gotta keep going, and they have a lot to play with. Yeah, I'm gonna try to. I'm not sure how long I'm gonna play the game. Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker is coming, but I really want to like keep going at it and like see where it takes me. See if I can find this foundation of the lore in this game. Oh, of course, PvP and the dungeons and everything is very well done. It's just the nitty-picky people who are just going on about it, but everything else about the game is fantastic. In any case, you made it so far. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one. If you would like to know more about the lore surrounding these fantasy narratives and how they perhaps connect to real-life theories and philosophies, please like this video, subscribe to this channel, as I will try to find these connections and explore the possibilities that these lores can provide. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.